All right, so I just got back from seeing Creed, and wow, and if you're a fan of the Rocky franchise, yeah, you will be very satisfied with this movie. And there's it's a mixture of people saying you don't have to see the Rocky movies to watch this. True, but I would strongly suggest you do watch them because when you do watch the Rocky movies and then you go to this one, it's a much more rewarding experience. So and and I personally think this makes up for a little bit of a letdown of how Rock a little bit of a excuse me, a little bit of a letdown that Rocky Balboa was. I mean, not the character, but the previous Rocky movie. Um, it was good, but it wasn't great. I mean, it was a good movie with powerful moments, like when Rocky spoke to his son about how nothing can will hit you as hard as life. I mean, that was probably the best part of that movie, and yeah, and this movie Creed makes up for you know for the underwhelming for how underwhelming the last movie was. Rocky Balboa, and man, oh man, it had a powerful impact, definitely. And I'm gonna try to keep this spoiler free, by the way. And admit that if you're not if you're not, just in case you're not aware, it's not just a movie about boxing. It's about inspiration, about how to fight your way through a dark periods, from like dark periods that you may face, in life, and it's about fun, finding that family goes beyond your bloodline. You could find family with others who are who like with those who are going to stand by your side, and and I think in a lot of ways Rocky can relate to Adonis or Donnie, um, because Rocky was at that same point in his life too. Well, for the most part, like where remember in the first Rocky movie, where he said to Adrian, he doesn't really remember his father, or something like that, and he's had a hard life, like for quite a while, and sort of in Donnie's sort of following Rocky's footsteps in a way. In a way, but Donnie's made better choices than Rocky. He had a good job, he had a promotion, but he decided to turn in his resignation. But and Rocky just had a he was a doing he was no he was doing bad things just to make ends meet, like on the alongside of trying to be a boxer, like prior to his boxing career. So that's what sort of separates Donnie from Rocky in a way. But I do love I love how in Donnie's first fight, like after he trains with Rocky, he gets into the ring for the first time since Rocky started training him, and then when they start going at it, it doesn't cut away at all. It kind of reminds me in that scene in that moment in Daredevil when where he's fighting all these bad guys in the hallway, and then for like 5 minutes it doesn't cut away at all. It just stays in that one shot, throughout the that entire that entire scene, and like like for like 5 minutes maybe, and yeah, it's just ridiculous. And this kind of reminds me of that, and I'm like, wow, all that in one take, holy schnitzels. and and the champ that Donnie goes up against, man, he makes he makes Mason Dixon look like Teddy Ruxpin. I mean, like when he's provoking Donnie and this and that and that, and I'm like, wow, I feel, the intimidation from this guy. I mean, the look in his eye, the way he's saying it, and the body language. I'm like, holy shit, dude, back up, bro. Like after seeing this movie, I thought to myself, I honestly wish that the trailers didn't show what what was shown in the trailers. I wish they did not show that. I'd rather them just leave that up in the air and just let us see that for ourselves. Like just see this kid, Donnie, just finding, trying to find his way in life, and then, and try to reach for his identity and so on, and then just let us hang on to that and show us maybe slightly, just little tiny smidges of the emotional aspect of it all, and not, what we saw like when you saw Rocky, like stumble down, and then he's helping him. He's like, "Help! Rocky's sick." I mean, like, I wish they did not have that in the trailer. I mean, like, I wish they didn't, and because man, I mean, like, if they didn't have that in the trailer, and you saw that come up, and you saw that get to that point in the movie, then it would, I think it would hit, it would hit the audience much harder than it, than it's going to now, in my opinion, and yeah, I mean, like, this is probably the best movie since the first two Rocky movies. It really goes back to the spirit of, what made Rocky epic. And, oh man. And, I give this a 10. I give this 10 out of 1 to 10. Yeah, so, I would strongly suggest that if you've not seen the Rocky movies, I would suggest you watch at least the first two. Um, You know what? I think I'd say you're better off watching the entire franchise before you see this. And if you already have seen it, then you're in for an awesome treat, and it'll be a much more rewarding experience when you do see this movie after watching the Rocky movies. And and it's an awesome, story, like where he's passing on the torch in a way, because Rocky's been in his shoes, and it's sort of like Rocky is his Mick, pretty much, and that's pretty awesome. I mean, like, that they have that dynamic that him and Mick had, and so I mean, yeah, I mean, like, I mean, at this point, Rocky is, like, how they show in the trailers, like he's lost everything that he had, everything that precious to him that he had, has he has outlived all of it, and he's like, what else do I have to lose? I mean, that's what he's thinking. But and then Donnie's like, well, there's me. But I do like how it's Donnie's story, and Rocky is a huge chunk of that puzzle, because like I said, that's his Mick, and you definitely feel the dynamic there, and oh man, just see the damn movie, and if you liked my review, get those thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.